G'day everyone, it's Armin here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the U4S by 64 Audio and why it's one of the best IEMs that are in the market, period.
Oi, dickhead, why are you like wearing hearing aids? Are you like deaf?
No, you troglodyte, these are IEMs.
I don't speak nerd, but like I see a cable there. We live in 2024. We have something called Bluetooth.
The issue is Bluetooth is compressed and compression is a cancer in this hobby.
Oh my god, I don't want cancer. What do I do?
Look, just try 'em. You'll see what I mean. Give it a shot.
Hectic. Can you put on some Adagio for Strings by Tiesto? Oh my god, I am ascending to heaven. Is that you? No, I have not gone to the gym in 2 years. I have forsaken you!
So, here we have the actual device itself, and you can see it's pretty. I love the shade of blue that they've used, and I really like this marble glass that they have there of the 64 Audio logo. And I'm going to talk more about these modules later when I discuss sound quality. But what they tend to do is they change frequency response a little bit. They make it a bit more bassy or a bit less bassy, and that can in turn change the rest of the frequency spectrum. Now, it uses a 2-pin connector there, and it comes with a shitload of different tips, right? As we can see here, they even included spin fits, foam tips here, and just normal silicon buds there. But what I actually went for, and I found the best ones, are the Deconi, like the tips here. I just found that they are the best. So look, great attempt by 64 Audio anyways. Now, one thing I should mention, if we take these off, you can probably can't see there with the camera, but they usually come with these grills. I don't think they change the sound quality at all or anything like that. They're meant to prevent wax from getting in. But the problem is, these grills are a bitch to clean. So if you got waxy ears like me, the wax goes inside there, gets embedded in the grill, and they are hard to clean. They did include this cleaning tool with it, but to be honest, it doesn't clean the grills. And you've got to be careful, because I've heard reports where if people clean this too hard, the grills just come off anyways. But honestly, I just took the grills out because it did clog up, and I even tried using isopropyl alcohol and different ways to clean it, but it was just too much of a hassle. But it hasn't made any difference to me, at least, in sound quality, so it's not a big deal. And look, if you don't have really waxy ears like mine, you won't have a problem. And it's not a problem for most people, but just something you need to be aware of. The other things I should mention, so what I'm going to do is show you how to actually replace it and how easy it is. You just literally pull it out, and it's just that little thing. And they give you all of these different modules, and they're like M12, MX, different kind of, they have different names, and all you do is take it out and chuck it in. Easy. Bang. You've got a completely different sound sequence now. How awesome is that? It's such a good idea. And this is the air vent hole there. And look, when it comes to the stock cable, I don't have it here because I'm using it with another headphone and I let my friend borrow it. But the stock cable, I am not the biggest fan. It is quite rigid and annoying, and it doesn't fit on my ears well. So what I did was replace it with the effects audio cable here. As you can see, it's okay. It's still a little bit rigid, but I think it's a better cable than the other one, and it feels better, and it looks way better. And at the end of the day, these are a little bit blingy, so we audiophiles love to do that kind of stuff and sometimes waste a bit of money on stupid shit, but you know, that's a thing. And I'm using it mainly with 4.4 connector, and my main daily driver with this is the Questal M15, which I will do a review on later. Fantastic little device. In terms of the comfort and feel, it's very, very comfortable. It fits in your ears so well, and you've got so many options to make it work, and it comes with a very nice case. It's a solid case. It can be a bit of a tight squeeze with everything in it, but it does fit. I've had a lot of friends try these, and they've had no issues in terms of comfort, so highly recommended on that front. Now let's move to sound quality. So now that we've talked about the design and comfort, I really want to talk to you about what matters, sound quality. Now let's start with the bass, because this is where the U4S is outstanding. The reason it can do this, it's got that dynamic driver in it, as well as those 3 balanced armatures. But that dynamic driver, I don't know what kind of magic they've done here, but the separation and resolution of the bass is phenomenal. So if you have a listen to the song Bleed by Meshuggah, what you'll see is that the bass drums, very, very, very hard to actually reproduce with many, many headphones or IEMs or speakers, but the actual kick drum itself, and with the separation with the bass guitar and then the everything else that's going on, it's a very, very complex and saturated song. You can really hear the separation between everything, and that is very hard to achieve. The other things that's really interesting about the bass is the dynamics. It's got that thump and oomph, especially if you chuck on some trance. Like, I do recommend getting on like Above and Beyond Group Therapy and listening to just listen to the whole album. It's an amazing album, but chuck on Sun and Moon and that kick drum, oh my god, it's on another level, man. And we also have a lot of control over the bass because of those modules, right? Let's say the bass is too much, right? You're listening to classical or jazz or some maybe vocals and you're finding that it doesn't feel as natural, or it's becoming muddy and it's eating into the upper frequencies. Just change the module, boom. You got like a new headphone basically, and it's not a gimmick, it actually works. The whole ability to change a module is actually done. It's made me sell a few of my IEMs because it's just like you're getting a few headphones in one. Now the second thing is the timbre. The timbre of these headphones is really spot on. Now what do I mean by timbre? It's the accuracy of the headphone, of what it can represent in what things sound like in real life. Let's say guitars, for example. Now guitars I know pretty well because I've been playing guitars for a very, very long time, and the guitars that are represented in these headphones sound real. It sounds like what I would expect them to sound in real life. This can be really seen in vocals. Chuck on the album Symphonic by Thievery Corporation, and what happens is those vocals just sound real. And because we're all familiar with vocals, you don't need to be a musician to understand that, and that's why you can get that wow factor. Especially you just listen to like the first few tracks and it's like, poor. Now the other things that these headphones do really well is imaging, and that is where sounds are in 3-dimensional space. They do that really, really well. So even gamers or people who trying to do a bit of music production could benefit from this. However, they are colored, so it's not a complete one-to-one representation of what was recorded by the artist. So you do have to keep that in mind. I do like a colored sound because once you've been in this hobby for a very, very long time, you get bored of neutral sounds and you want to try something different. Now, when we go up to the higher frequencies, it's not fatiguing. That's another really good thing about these headphones. You can listen to them for hours. Now, it's not bright or sibilant. So what do I mean by sibilant? You know when someone says that sound when they say, like, you know, anything that starts with an S? And what happens is that can be bothersome and your ears get a bit tired, and what you want to do is you just don't want to listen to anything anymore. The problem is when you do cut that sibilance and make it less bright, you can lose a little bit of the finer details, and this does that to a small degree. And ultimately other headphones in the 64 audio lineup do a better job. Like the U12T definitely does a better job at the higher frequencies. However, as a package and as a versatility that you have with this headphone, this is pretty much unbeatable. There's so many other headphones that I've tried that just do not come to compare with this. So if you're into buying an IEM in this price range, and look, I'm not going to say the number because everyone watching is in a different country, but here it's around like $1,500 Australian, around there maybe. That is something for you. You also have to consider changing the stock cable as well. I did not like it, the way it fit on my head. Like, look, I do like a nice cable. I do like a cable which looks pretty and it feels good, feels sturdy. It doesn't have microphonics, like where it's bouncing on your shirt and stuff you can hear and stuff like that. I don't want a cable that's just gonna be like very, very stiff as well, and that can be really, really annoying and coiling up and all that other crap. I want a cable that has got just something that looks good and it's like very, very soft. And, you know, I went with Effects Audio, and Effects Audio cables is okay, but I now get some guy to make me cables that are far better. So overall, dude, just buy these headphones. They're good. I bought them. No one gave me these to test out or anything. I'm like, when I heard them, I'm like, fuck it. I'm buying them. They're mine. So yeah, bye.